And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Last time we did audio elements. Please go watch that before this, because if you don't, you're going to be a little bit confused about what's going on. So in this tutorial you will see the video element is a lot like the audio element. Okay, so let's get started. First off, we need a video element. Easy enough, right? But before we continue with anything else, we gotta add in controls attribute. After that, it's almost exactly like the audio element. You need a source element inside of the video element. If you watched my previous video, you would know exactly what I'm talking about and what should everything go inside of the source element. Now, as an example, here I have a video called demo.mp4, which is my last video. We will be adding the demo video to the web page and play it. So we will add an src, and just inside of that we will just link the video. And something to always remember is always to add a .mp4 after the video or whatever the extension is called, because that is very important when it comes to the name of the video. Now, it is generally good practice to add in type as well. If you have seen my last video, you would know what I'm talking about. And just make type video /mp4. It's good practice, but I didn't do it because it's not per se necessary, but it's still good practice. Now, unlike the audio element, the video element doesn't always give you the size that you want, so most of the time you will have to resize it, which is pretty easy to do, and by now you should be able to do it by yourself. But anyways, let's help you just do it and just make the width, let's say around 200. Now, as you can see, it worked perfectly fine. Now let's quickly show you what happens if you remove the controls. Now, as you can see, it's just a blank screen. This is why we recommend that you always add controls. Unless you're going to configure it to do exactly what you want without the user needing to give their input, we suggest you always, and I mean always, add controls. Now we can also resize this to be a little bit bigger because I feel like that's a little bit small. Now, just like the audio element, you can add another source which will be linking it to the same video file but differently encoded. For example, demo.ogg or .mkv. Don't use mkv, it's not supported by most browsers as far as I know. Now, as you can see, I don't have in demo.ogg, so if the browser doesn't support mp4, it won't be going to ogg, it will directly be going to the text, because we don't have a file called demo.ogg, so we can just comment that out. Now for the extra attributes you can add to your video element. Now, just like the audio element, it has basically all the same attributes. So you can add in loop as well as an autoplay. But note, autoplay doesn't work on Opera Mini or any Opera as far as I know, so autoplay won't work when I try it here. So let's open this up on Edge. Now, as you can see, it did autoplay, so it does work on Edge. Now let's add the loop as well. Now, as you can see, it did start over after I send it to the end. Now, one last thing to note about working with the video attribute is that browsers actually only support about 3 of the extensions. This includes .mp4, .webm, and .ogg. Now you can just search up what all of these are and how they work, and yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you all learned something today, and see you all in the next tutorial.
To teach the world to